This video tutorial I will explain how to model one-to-many relationships with embedded documents. Embedding connected data in a single document can reduce the number of read operations required to obtain the data. If you want to get all the required information in a single read operation, we can go for embedded documents. Here you can see the example of one-to-many relationship between person data and address data. And here you can see the person document, and this person document will be in person collection. And here you can see two address documents, and it will be in address collection. And in person document, underscore id is there, which is a primary key, and it has name. And in address documents, underscore id is there, which is the primary key, and it has street, city, state, and zip. And also it has a person underscore id, and it points to primary key of person document, basically reference to person document. So in that way we can know for this person these are the related addresses. So this is the example of one to many relationship, and this is the normalized data model. Suppose based on person name, if you have to retrieve address data very frequently, then in this data model, we have to use multiple queries to resolve the references. In this case, first based on person name, we have to get the person document, and from that we have to get this primary key, and using this primary key, we have to find related address data from the address collection, and this will cause a performance issue. So to avoid this, what we can do is we can embed this address data in the person document itself. And if you do that, then based on single query, we can get person information and the related address information. We will see how to do that. Here you can see person document. It has underscore id, which is the primary key, and name of the person, and related addresses are embedded in same person document. And in this way, using a single query, we can get person information and his related address information. So this will improve the performance of read operation, because using single query we can get person information and related address information. The potential problem with the embedded document pattern is that it can lead to large documents, and that contain fields that the application does not need. The unnecessary data can cause extra load on your server, and it will slow down your read operations. Instead, we can use subset pattern to retrieve a subset of data which is accessed the most frequently in a single database call. We will see the example now. Here you can see product document, and it will be in product collection, and it has id, which is the primary key, and name of the product, description of the product, and the price of the product. Also it has reviews about the product, and reviews are stored in array in descending order, so that when user logs in to see the product information, he can see the product information and recent reviews. This embedded document has one issue. Suppose say these reviews are keep on increasing, and after some point of time the product has hundred thousands of reviews. In that case, if you are trying to fetch product information, it will impact the read performance. So what we can do is, instead of storing all the reviews in the same product document, we can split it into two collections. The first one is product collection, and second one is review collection. In product collection, we can store product documents, and in review collection, we can store review documents. In product document, it will have product information and only top 10 reviews. And in review collection, we can store all the related review of each product. And these two documents are related using this product ID. In product document, we are storing only top 10 reviews, which is a required subset to show when user log into the application to see the product information. So this way we are improving the performance of read operation. And suppose user want to see remaining reviews, then we can make one more query to review collection and get all the related reviews and display in the application. In subset pattern, when considering where to split your data, then the most frequently accessed portion of the data should go in the collection that the application load first. And the example we have seen, the schema is split at 10 reviews because when user log in, it will show product information and top 10 reviews by default. Here we will see trade-offs of subset pattern. Using smaller documents containing more frequently accessed data reduces the overall size of the working set. These smaller documents result in improved read performance for the data that application access most frequently. And however, the subset pattern results in data duplication. In the example we have seen, the reviews are maintained in both the product collection and the review collection. And we need to take extra step to ensure that reviews are consistent between each collection. For example, when customer edit the review, the application may need to make two write operations, one to update the product collection and another one to update the review collection. And also we have to implement the logic to make sure the product has top 10 reviews or 10 most recent reviews based on your application need. One more scenario where we can use subset pattern is comments on blog post. When you log in to see the blog and if you want to see the recent comments or top 10 comments, then we can use subset pattern. You can get Java source code link for each video in the description section of the video. Here you can see the description section. Click on show more and here you can see the Java source code links. Click on these links to get the Java source code.